A sunny, cloudless sky, a very comfortable 78 degrees in football-mad nation's capital. And an interesting game. The defending champion Washington Redskins against the dangerous Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hello, everyone. If you're saying that doesn't sound like Dick Enberg, you're right. My partner is over in Seoul, Korea, getting ready for NBC's broadcast of the Olympic Games. And joining me in the booth, one of the all-time legends of this game, my good friend Curt Gowdy. Curt, welcome to you.
It's great to be with you. You know, I worked with Merlin the first game he ever did in television, a preseason game some years ago between Pittsburgh and Dallas. After the game, he said, "How did I do?" I said, "Merlin, you can't miss." And I was right. In fact, he's never missed on any effort in his life. Well, what we have here now today are the Redskins. Some of their fans smiled when Joe Gibbs warned them about 1988 and that the Giants would be tough even without Lawrence Taylor. After the game, Gibbs said, "We played physically, we played hard, but we played dumb."
They were not smart in this game, in particular in the second half. But the worst mistakes, Curt, are the ones that put points on the opponent's board. The Redskins had 2 of those in the second half. Low snap by Scully to Cox. Reasons blocks this punt. It'll be scooped up by Tom Flynn and carried in for the touchdown. Shortly afterwards, Redskin pass protection breaks down. Right side of your screen, Pepper Johnson spins off Jacoby right in the middle of Doug Williams' back. Scooped up, carried into the end zone. Jim Burt for a touchdown.
And here's the new hope for the Steelers. Their quarterback, Bubby Brister. Last year, the Steelers were last in the NFL in passing. This fella has a strong arm, but he's a scrambler. And Joe Gibbs says scramblers give the Redskins problems.
He has changed the attitude, Curt, of this whole team, and you feel the excitement that he generates. And he will give the Redskins some problems today, but he'll make some mistakes. He's a young man.
He led them to a preseason win. Chuck Noll, this is his 20th year. He's had 4 Super Bowl champs, but he's very enthused about this team and excited about it, and we'll see how this game unfolds.
Joe Gibbs doesn't have to prove himself on the far side of the field, as Gibbs has 3 trips to the Super Bowl and has been able to come back with 2 Super Bowl trophies. The Redskins vying to be the team of the 80s.
For Merle Hodge, Rodney Carter now. Good third down receivers are in. A third wide receiver, Charlie Lockett, is in, joining Lips and Thompson. Brister is going to run it, though. He gives it off to Carter. Carter fights for a first down. Surprise play. Cuts off the right tackle, crosses his 35, gets 9. First down, Steelers. There goes Stone in motion. Brister fading for his first pass. Shoots it out. It is complete at the 48 to the 50 and to the 45 of the Redskins. Lewis Lips grabs it. Now here's a fella that scored 26 touchdowns his first 2 years in the pros.
Straight up. And he said he's in the greatest shape he's ever been in his life.
Straight ahead, Ernest Jackson plows to the 41 of the Redskins. Runs into Wilbur Marshall. Half-yard line of the Redskins. Brister will throw a big rush on him. He's got a man open. And it's incomplete. That was Weegee Thompson. Weegee Thompson is out in the open momentarily. Barry Wilburn defending against him. And we have
personal foul against Washington.
There goes Stone in motion. Draw. Jackson has a 20. Jackson pounds his way down to the 16 where he runs into Neil Oklowitz, the middle linebacker. 3 wide receivers are spread out. Brister will throw. There he goes, and it's just missed a touchdown to Weegee Thompson. 2 men trying to defend against him. One of them's down, maybe Barry Wilburn.
They ran right into each other, as you see so often.
He had 2 attempts against Dallas, made 1. That kick is up, and it is good. He is almost money in the bank every time he thrusts that foot forward. So the Steelers have a magnificent drive to open this game. They cap it off with 3. With 9:53 to go in the first period, Pittsburgh 3 and Washington nothing. Sideline to the first down. That's sort of an eye, but that's the up back. He won't carry the ball. There's Timmy Smith breaking to the 25, dodges to the 30. Short of the first down, but he gets 8 on his first carry, hit by Thomas Everett, the free safety. Out wide, they've got 3 wide receivers. Redskins 3rd and 2 from their 30. Gary Clark in motion. Doug Williams, time, throws, complete to Gary Clark, and he's hit hard at the 40, but it's a first down for the Redskins. Delton Hall, the right cornerback, makes the stop. Williams to Smith. Smith wriggles and just short of the 45. We'll give him 5. David Little, the middle linebacker, hitting. David Little replaced one of the all-time great middle linebackers, Jack Lambert. Mont dancing around in motion. Williams will throw again. They're trying to get a rush on him. And he arches it down the field to Ricky Sanders. He's there. And it's a touchdown, Washington. Ricky Sanders beats Delton Hall. Hall got burned for 2 touchdowns last week. The play goes 55 yards. Ricky Sanders, oh, is he dangerous.
Against man-to-man coverage. Delton Hall just does not have the speed to deal with Sanders, who not only breaks clear for the catch, but then gets out of the tackle and gets into the end zone.
So with 6:55 to go in the first period, the score, the Washington Redskins 7 and the Pittsburgh Steelers 3. Backfield. Coming in motion is Jackson. Goes to Stone. Stone still going and stopped at the 35 and thrust backwards. Stone
Cut it down. These safeties, as good a pair as there is in the NFL. In fact, I think the best pair of safeties in the NFL today.
second down 7. Bubby Brister. Out to Stone. 35. Stone goes down in his 39 and he's hit by Todd Bowles, the free safety. Every day of special.
It is
Every
a day of
down's a new
special.
game. You're right. Third down. Brister, quick one, incomplete. Just short of the 50. Rodney
That's
Carter.
a penalty
He was
on
covered
Monty
by Elvin
Coleman.
Walton.
Monty
Flag
Coleman
down.
leveled Brister. That makes a mistake here. And this is the one-step rule in action.
What explain that to him?
Well, that puts the responsibility on the defensive man. You see how far Coleman came to make that hit? He's got to try and avoid. And that ball clearly gone. Monty's trying to say, hey, not me, but no way you can come that far and hit the quarterback.
On the Redskin 45.
Audible from Brister.
On the drop back. That's complete over the 40 and down to the 35 to the big tight end Preston Gothard, University of Alabama, who had a knee injury. He was out all last year. First down, Steelers on the Redskin 35 as we open the second quarter. And that is Merle Hodge, second-year man from Idaho State, holds 11 school records there.
The people.
They got 4 receivers spread out. Bubby Brister has the heat on him. It's the Ricky Thompson.
Great
What
catch.
a grab!
Great catch.
What a grab! Flag is down. Brister got bomb. A flag down.
And I think they're going to get called for another roughing penalty as Dexter Manley.
74 defense. Penalty refused.
That's decline. That's illegal. Of the hand. Jackson. Oh, he's got nothing there. Olkowitz led the charge. Submarining up the middle to stop him. 10th play of this drive. Hodge is the lone setback. Bubba Brister was coming to hit him. He was blindsided from behind by Dexter Manley, who ran that outside route, came in and hit him just as he was letting the ball go. And Brister has already been whacked 3 or 4 times.
Taken
to the
a
turf.
real beating.
Them by Gary Anderson. Newsom, the punter, will hold. That kick is up, and Anderson does it again. He's now 3 out of 4 this year. 22 out of 27 field goal accuracy last year. One of the best. So 12:23 to go in the half. 7-6 Washington. Calvin Bryant's gone in. Ricky Sanders is in. Lucas Sanchez is a nickel back. That's Monk in motion. Williams are trying to get to him. And that ball is caught by Calvin Bryant. Thrown beautifully and a nice catch right over the shoulder. That's his job. Come out of that backfield and give him a big third down reception. Skins on the Steeler 47. McEwen in motion. Smith has the hole. First down. Still going. And down to the 30-yard line. And that run goes for 17 yards. Monday night. He didn't get 100 yards against him without some ability. He has the ball again. And there he goes to the 21-yard line. Timmy Smith brought down by the free safety Thomas Everett. Go. Redskins on the Steeler 21. Out of the eye. to the 20. He could be close to a first down. Monker on the right, Ricky Sanders on the left. Calvin Bryant has replaced Denny Smith. 3rd and 10. Redskins on the Steeler 20. And he still has all the time he wants, and the pass is thrown too high and hard over the receiver's head in the end zone. This is Art Monk again, and Williams comes back. 2 boos sprinkling around. Field goal attempt by the rookie Chip Lohmiller in Minnesota, who hit 16 out of 19 in college last year in his senior year. This one's riding up, and it's good. And they like their draft pick of him. Flag is down, flag is down, flag down. Here it is.
Right-hand side of your screen. And he was, in fact, coming off a block.
So we have timeout with 8:07 to go in the first half. And the score now is 10-6 Redskins. A bit later on, they have Warren Williams and Merle Hodges, the running backs. Cubby Brister is going to go deep. There's Lips wide open. He's got it. It's going to be an 80-yard touchdown.
Darrell Green.
Right by Darrell Green. 80 yards for a Pittsburgh touchdown. Oh, is he open, Merle?
Has lost a little bit of his speed from his early days, but he is out about a full 10 yards in front of the play. Excellent protection to give Brister time. Waits, takes the whole field. Now look at that. A 10-yard lead on the fastest man in football, and Lips almost walks into the end zone.
He's only missed one in his life. And we'll be back. The Steelers lead now 13-10. Field goal and come back. First down on the 22 for the Redskins. There's a shot right down the middle to Art Monk. Monk whirled around. Look at him go for that extra yard. He's up to the 48. He picked up 7 or 8 himself.
You're off to a good start on the drive.
All right, the Redskins. Smith hit behind, but he powers his way over the line of scrimmage and goes out on the Steeler 46. That's Warren, the tight end, going out. They got a slot right. Now they're putting Clark with plus 3 wide receivers on the right. Doug Williams down the middle. It's complete to the 35. That's Gary Clark. Clark around at the 25 and out of bounds. Gary Clark. Oh, he's a little water bug in that secondary. And that's what you've seen since the rule change, allowing the receivers to go free after one hit. Skins on the 18, Pittsburgh. They haven't sacked Williams yet. It is no good. Nearly a touchdown to Ricky Sanders and Rod Woodson.
Oh, what speed can do for you, Curt.
Here. Let the defender have a shot at that ball, too. 3rd down and 9 all the time, and he threw that one away. He tried to hit Monk. He was covered. Now it's 4th and 9. And here comes Doug Williams out saying, well, what happened? Looked like we were going in, but we didn't. What attempt. He hasn't missed one this year yet. He's hit one earlier in the game. And this kick is up, and the big boy hits the bar. It's no good. Hit the right upright. So there's his first miss in the season. 36-yarder, and the score remains Pittsburgh 13 and Washington 10.
A little more time to throw the football. Look out.
And they blitz him. Just as I said, it'll happen every time. The blitz by Okowitz, boy, was he coming. They decided to do something about it.
Take it right off the rack.
3rd and 7. Redskins from their 16. Doug Williams in lots of time. That's hits to Calvin Bryant. He's out of bounds on the 25. And smart enough to get beyond that yardstick for a first down, a 9-yard play. So the Redskins.
Yeah, that's making a stack of that defensive line.
2nd and 5. That's a quick one over to Oliphant. They're trying to get some speed in there. Oliphant dropped at the 37 of the Redskins. And that should be enough for the first down. The time is 1:23 to go. The Redskins have their full complement of timeouts. A
one run here in Washington. Gibbs, of course, a coordinator out there under Don Coryell.
Minute 13 to go in the half. 3rd and 10. Williams again. Here's the bomb. They've got him wide open, and it is caught by Ricky Sanders. Sanders.
Timeout, Redskins.
Rod Woodson. That's what they were looking for.
PDs that broke that Super Bowl record, so he's shooting at a performance that's outstanding.
Steelers ahead, 13 to 10. Williams quick toss at the 6-yard line. He hits is Art Monk. 2 timeouts left for the Redskins.
Quickly to the line.
Second down 4. There's a time again. Look at that.
Intercepted.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Bad choice.
Bad throw. Bad throw. And Williams is mad at himself. The underdog, Pittsburgh Steelers, are leading the Washington Redskins 13-10. The Steelers have had only 1 penalty, and they've now gone 6 quarters of the 1988 NFL season and haven't had a turnover. 13-10, the Steelers, who are 8-point underdogs, are leading the stats. Merlin pointed out something while we were chatting here. Look at the passing yards for the Redskins. 222 yards in 1/2. They do that in the second half. They'll go 400, 450 yards. And how can you be behind with that many yards in passing?
Oh, you look down, the Redskins are winning in statistical areas in every category. And this is the kind of first half they put on the board last week against the New York Giants. But, of course, in that game, in the first half, they didn't make big mistakes. Look down at the turnover department. That turnover cost them at least 3 points. And the chance at 7, they had the opportunity to go in tied or ahead in this ball game. They blew it right at the end of the ball game. But who cares about the stats? The Steelers lost in most statistical areas last week, still won their game against the Cowboys. Right now, it's important for them to get back on track, for the Redskins to get back on track.
All right, Gary Anderson started it with a 33-yard field goal, 9:53 to go in the first quarter. Then Sanders on the long bomb, 55 yards. Anderson again on the field goal to draw within 1 early in the second quarter. Lohmiller hit a 37-yard field goal to put the Redskins ahead 10-6. And then Louis Lips getting beyond Darrell Green in a mystery play. Still will be a mystery to the Redskins fan. 80 yards for the touchdown, and that's Allen. Here's a kick coming to Oliphant on the 9. He's up to the 15 and goes down. Fumbles the ball, and the Steelers have it. The Steelers recover on the Redskin 15. That's the second Redskin turnover.
I said it earlier in the game. Special teams are killing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lupe Sanchez, his second big play in a row. He's the man that intercepted in the end zone. Watch the end of this play. That's Sanchez going by, got his hand on the ball, and then the ball punched free by a second man in.
Down 7, Brisker barking the signals. Brisker will throw. And it is complete at the 4. And he hits Rodney Carter coming out of the backfield, a second-year player from Purdue.
About getting back to the basics and doing what you do well and not making mistakes.
And that is Dawson, a rookie. They had him in the backfield for blocking power, I guess. Germani Dawson, you saw him line up in the backfield, Merlin, 63 from Kentucky.
Shades of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Inside on that play. Comes in the short yardage.
And a quick count, and it's a touchdown, Bubby Brister.
I think they may have outsmarted Washington if they get away with it. They were on the line, but they didn't get in their stances. As long as they're not moving, that's legal. Let's see what the officials have to say.
False start, offense. They were not
still
set.
moving. They said they weren't set.
That cost them. That
Now
cost
it's
them.
legal play, an opportunity for Washington to turn the emotion back in their favor if they can hold here.
Bubby Brister putting Ouija Thompson in motion. Here's the rollout. Brister's going, and he is in there. Bubby Brister, but another flag is down. They got a flag down. Brister.
That's the extra dimension that a mobile quarterback gives you.
So it's now 19 to 10.
Bad snap.
That one is messed up. I don't know how you score that. Gary Anderson has made 178 points in a row, an all-time NFL record.
I don't think you count that as a kick because the opportunity was not there to kick. We'll have to give our scorers a chance to talk about that one.
Sends Jackson in motion. They're going to run the draw to Dwight Stone. Stone is fleet player. First down out to the 47-yard line. Tackled by Wilbur Marshall. We haven't seen Wilbur too much today.
He's still having some trouble with the scheme here, Curt. Unfortunately, it was way downfield, and after the first down was made.
Steelers have 8 first downs. Washington 11. A quick toss. That's complete to Jackson coming out of the backfield. He fights his way to the 29 of the Redskins before he's stopped by Todd Bowles, a free safety, a third
and stronger defensive line.
Second down, 10. Bristol on the draw to Jackson. Jackson hitting to the 25. 20 and fighting for the first down. I think he's short. Brought down by Brian Davis, the cornerback.
Up for the block.
3rd and 1. Steelers on the Redskin 20. Fumble going into the line. That's a costly mistake. I believe the Redskins may have recovered.
Well, and the Redskins are saying, well, we finally got one on our side.
The Steelers had a 3rd and 1 on that. They could have gone on in. That's a hit to the far sideline to Ricky Sanders out of bounds. He's rubbing his back as he goes out. Curt Gowdy hit him. That's a 9-yard gain. 3rd down, a foot to go. Redskins on their 30.
Play action pass.
And he's got him out there all by himself. That's the tight end. Maybe going in. No, they'll catch him from behind.
Ron Woodson. Oh, what that speed will do for you, Curt.
That's right.
Pass. They sucker in the defense. But watch what happens here when Terry Orr, number 87, gets the ball. Look how far Woodson has to come to catch Orr. That's where that 4.25 speed in the 40. Good call.
Redskins on the Steelers 12. They open the hole for Jamie Morris, and he pounds his way to the 2. Boy, he's a little scooter in between the tackles. Williams to Morris. Morris may have the first down.
Definitely has the first down and got awfully close to that end zone.
First and goal to go.
It'll be inside the 1-yard line, Curt. That's the same play we saw earlier with
Go for a touchdown. Doing in motion. Morris watches in. Jamie Morris, who 3 years at Michigan had over 1,000 yards and gained 4,390 for his career. Wolverines' all-time leading rusher. The Redskins out in front. Timeout with a score. Pittsburgh 19, Washington 17. Redskins will get this ball in good operating position. And the kick is backpedaling Green to the 42. Oh, he nearly lost it there. Return left. He's coming up to the 50, the 45, and down to the 41. A great return by Darrell Green, and Greg Lee finally stopped him. A punt of 48, but a 19-yard return by 28, Darrell Green. They're the 3 best and 1 team in the NFL. Sanders, Monk, and Clark. Williams has to hurry, and the pass is complete. Boy, fighting for that extra yardage is Craig McCune. Good effort by McCune, the H-back or the other tight end. Ball, 3rd down, 9 to go on the Pittsburgh 29-yard line. Doug Williams going to try to rush him hard. Look out, he's got his back, and he's incomplete. That's Delton Hall, who had his back to the pass. Redskins ahead of the negative. It's got the legs, and it is good. The rookie hits it. He puts them up. That's 2 field goals for him. Boy, that'll give him confidence for the future. So, timeout with a score now. The Redskins 20 and the Steelers 19. A standout. Going to throw on first down. He's hit from behind, and the pass is complete to Stone. He can fly. He's at the 40, 35, the 30. Does he get a block? He's going. He's in there. Touchdown. 72 yards. Brister, the Stone, and the young Steelers come right back.
Great. And hits the speedster Stone right down the middle. He just outruns a couple of flat guys there. Now watch the block. 89 right here. Working on Brad Davis, 34. And all the Pittsburgh Steelers are back on top of this ball game.
179 points in a row for Gary Anderson. 26-20 Pittsburgh. 1 touchdown. He's 18 out of 36. They have a 2nd and 10. On their 24-yard line, they give the handoff. That is to Calvin Bryant. Bryant working out. Got the first down over the 35 out to the 37.
Time you do that, you go solo man-to-man. And we talk about the dangerous receivers. Williams will go after him again here.
First down, Monk is hit immediately as he caught the ball on his 45. 2nd down, 2 for the Redskins on their 45. Fumble on the exchange. Ball's loose. Steelers may have it. I think Pittsburgh got it. They've got it. And that's another turnover. That is the third by the Redskins. The Steelers have had one. That's Darren Jordan on the ball. 26-20 Pittsburgh. Jackson is deep. Jackson has it on the sweep. Crosses the 45 to the 43 of the Redskins, where Dean Hamill took him.
Big third down here.
Hodge and Carter. Carter is the setback, and here is Brister's pass, and it's complete. It's complete to the 36-yard line.
Rodney Carter, number 24. Carter, so steady, Curt. He's first down.
First down on the Redskin 36. That's Jackson, and he has some power himself that time. Carried 2 or 3 men with him as he went over the 30 and down. What's going on? A little scuffling around here.
No, never had great range, but he does play the run well.
Let's see what they do here. Short, I believe it's short as Jackson hits.
It's all going to depend on the mark, Curt. Let's see where they mark it from the outside. It looked like he may have gotten close to it, but I think they may have to measure it. And said, hey, even though you don't think this is a first down, I want a measurement. I want you to bring the chains out and let us look at it.
3-yard field goal attempt by Gary Anderson. A high snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And that's why they didn't go for the 6 inches. When you got a guy like this that just keeps popping him through and through and through over the years, he's a marvel. Good. He and Dwayne Woodruff were the last 2 of the 4 Super Bowl teams. Shot right down the middle, complete to the 44 to Ricky Sanders. They're going to be looking more and more for him. He's probably the most dangerous receiver on this outfit. 18 yards for Ricky. And
even if he had bumped him, there would not have been a call on that play.
2nd and 10 for the Redskins from their 44. Sideline pattern is complete, and McEwen is out of bounds on the Steeler 48-yard line. In that H-back formation, Monk going in motion. It's 3rd and 2. They'll still throw for it, and it is complete to Monk, and I don't think they got it. I don't think they got it. That was Lupe Sanchez who wrestled him back.
4th and a yard to go.
Well, they could have the fake like they did earlier for a long game, but Jamie Morris is the tailback. He's got it, and he has the first down. He cracks to the 45 off the left side, but the Steelers washed in a first down on the Pittsburgh 45.
It's rifle like that.
Shea has gone in now as tackle, the new player they received from the Los Angeles Raiders. 3rd down and 7. Plenty of time, and when you give him that much time, it's too much, because that's a strike thrown to Ricky Sanders, and Lupe Sanchez cutting down, but the Redskins have a first down on the 30-yard line of the Steelers. 3/4 of the second there. They'll be around a long time. But Williams, again, the pass is complete. Boy, he's hitting them now. He's getting the time, and it's at the 14. The flag is down.
Well, that may be a holding call. Williams with time, and he's had time all day long. Yes.
That's roughing it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 92. Half the distance to the goal line.
Well, they're on to Pittsburgh 7 with a first down and goal to go, and they're trailing 29-20. Williams, complete. And Bryant is in for the touchdown. Calvin Bryant. And the Redskins are right back into this thing. They're nearly passing on every play now.
The Washington Redskins have got so many people moving, it's easy to lose track of a receiver. And right there, again, it's Hinkle asked to cover the very quick. We talked earlier about Bubby Brister. Talked about how this is where a good quarterback's got to come back in and take charge and get things down the field. He responded with a touchdown pass.
Give the ball up. 3:20 to go. 3:25 to go in the game. Steelers leading by 2. 29-27.
Brister having trouble being heard. Look out.
Oh, he got hit. He got hit by Mel Kaufman, who blitzed him, number 55, and he's down.
Wilbur Marshall getting in a pushing contest over there with Wolfley. You don't want to get a penalty now.
It is rolling, and they get a pretty good bounce. An effective punt because there's no return to the fastest man in the NFL, and we have a flag down.
There's a flag on the far side of the field thrown by the sideline official.
An eligible man downfield.
I think they'll make him kick it again.
Kick it again.
Yeah,
Steelers are ahead by 2, and the Redskins, of course, are hoping to get a touchdown or the field goal shot to win it. This is Calvin Bryant. Bryant has,
I think he may have a first down. May have a first down.
And he stays in bounds, too. I'll go with you. Now they're just going to kick this ball, and Williams going to throw. Be sure he wants to throw it in the way. He's got it. And that's where is he? He's out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Terry Orr making that catch on the outside. And again, high percentage play.
5 yards for Chip Lohmiller that could win the game. Look out, there's offside. The kick is up, and the kick is...
Now the whistle may have blown.
They had encroachment.
The whistle may have blown before the ball was kicked, in which case they're going to have to kick it again, Curt.
Yeah. It was encroachment. The Steeler charged off and slammed into a Washington body.
That was Aaron Jones. Not a bad thing to do.
Encroachment number 97 before the snap.
Right.
Yeah, that fumble. That's the only turnover they've had in 2 games. That one fumble on the Redskins 20. The kick was up and it was good. And the Redskins take the lead for the first time since early in the game. 30-29. A great comeback win if they win it here in the last years. Chet and I used to work a lot of Olympics together.
George Smith doing a great job of producing for us.
Yeah, he used to be around. Good man. That's pounding around. They won't get much of a return on this. Get outside, get out of bounds, and he does it. He's out of bounds on the 43 with 3 seconds. One play.
5 seconds on the clock. Now a final opportunity for Brister. One play.
He's got Merle Hodge. They got 4 wide receivers spread out. They're rushing 3 men. Brister is going to throw the ball deep, and that is to Louis Lips. It's broken up, and the game is over. The Redskins have come from behind and won. There's Lips and Darrell Green shaking hands. On behalf of Merlin Olsen, this is Curt Gowdy. So long from Washington.